Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this DebateCraft gaming discussion. With me is Mike. Mike, how you doing?
What up, man?
Mike, I think it was probably like 7, 8 years ago. We were talking, and you're like, Max, this amazing MMO is coming out, and you have to
Okay.
play it. It has so many cool features. And I'm like, Mike, this does look cool. I don't really get it, but maybe you're right. And I believe this was like 7 years ago. Mike, Ashes of Creation has come and gone. You have any thoughts on it being dead like 4 minutes after it was
Re-
born?
Yeah, it reminds me of Star Citizen, where it's like you were promised the world and it got stuck in development hell, essentially. I remember when we first saw Ashes, and I think if you went, it wasn't 7 years ago. I would say it was probably about five. It's probably 2020, I think, is about when it started getting hyped on like Asmongold's channel and some of the other ones where it kind of blew up. The features on it at the time, like it was supposed to be a really good successor to BDO, successor to a lot of things because it hit a whole bunch of stuff. And I still think Ashes has potential. But
Oh,
from the
you have
videos,
you not read the recent news?
I know I've seen the videos, I've watched the reviews. I know I think
No, no, no,
I
no, no.
still
I mean, there's news today. The game is like, I mean, the head developer Sharif just like resigned because the board is going in a direction he doesn't like, and now they're laying everybody off. The game is dead. I mean, it might still exist
oh
on Steam so they can recoup costs, but no, it's officially a scam now. I mean, now we can say, yeah, this game is officially a scam.
oh I did not see
Oh,
that.
you missed
Steven
today's
Sir-
news. Yeah, he resigned
yeah.
because he said some highfalutin nonsense about. Well, maybe it's correct. I don't know. I don't want to judge him unfairly, but yeah, he resigned. The board took his thing, a thing he couldn't agree with, and then all the staff resigned. So yeah, it's officially done. I mean, it was released on Steam, and yeah, now it's dead.
Yeah, Stephen Sharif was the one that was personally funding Ashes. It was done by crowdfunding, and he was, I believe, a multimillionaire. Had loads of money that he just dumped into his personal. He was the guy, right? The guy played Lineage, if I recall. And Ashes was born from his desire to do a good MMO. So yeah, no, I am. I missed that. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's it's
that's the breaking news today, essentially. So, and this is being recorded on February 1st, or this may have been breaking news yesterday. Anyway, we're this is new information that apparently Mike wasn't aware of. I'll give Steve credit. I mean, he basically presented this as this is not a corporate project. I and our crowdfunders are going to steer away from all of that corporate nonsense. You can trust us. We're going to make the product that we finally want. And 9 years later, he resigns because the board, well, I thought this wasn't a corporate product, I guess, finally was doing things they didn't approve of, and so he was resigning. So, I mean, a lot of people who are in the MMO sphere and want to see success. Like I didn't really touch this project because I'm committed to my one MMO being Black Desert Online, but I was curious to see what happened. And you talked to me about this 5, 6, 7 years ago, and I was kind of excited to see what happened. And then it just stayed in development hell forever. I don't want to go on a rant here, but I do want to comment on your analogy to Star Citizen. Look, I think Star Citizen is just ridiculous the way that whole thing is, but it's not fair. You're actually being unfair to Star Citizen. That game just keeps on trucking in development, and those players have a product. I mean, I think they're being delusional if they think it's going to get a whole lot better over time, but like it's there. Ashes is dead. I mean, they released it, and I do believe maybe it's still on Steam, but this game will no longer. I don't believe it can be developed any further. I think Steam will be forced to give people refunds, and the game will be taken out to the yard and shot in its head and be gone forever.
Oh, I'm watching. I'm just like, as you're talking, I'm like reading through the Ashes Discord, and it seems like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of pissed off people, rightfully so.
I mean, these
Uh,
people paid $300. Correct me if I'm wrong. These fans of this project paid like $300 to play an alpha. Am I correct about that?
yeah, I think it may have been more. I think it was 400. But I mean, you're talking some of these people that have been uh, I guess, like funneling into this game are probably in the, I would imagine, multi thousands at this point. Because yeah, it was 400 for whatever the old alpha was. And it's supposed to give you unlimited. I think you didn't have to pay for the game if you paid for that, or it reduced the cost. I forget the exact model they had, but I mean they were releasing bundles and crowdfund. I mean, there's probably people like in this like tens of thousands of dollars just that supported it. So I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of pissed people. But scrolling through the Discord, I was trying to see if I even see Steven in the Discord anymore. And I
He
don't.
made an
I
announcement
think.
on the Discord, basically saying he had to resign from the project and et cetera, et cetera. So, which is an interesting development in itself. Well, so I know you were kind of hyped on it, and you lost your hype in like the last 6 months, and then the game finally released to very lukewarm reactions. It got from some people, Lazy Peon being one of them. It didn't initially like it, but then it's like as you can kind of like it as time goes on. It did not look like a game that had been 9 years in development. The graphics just looked, I don't know, last gen, and that's okay for an MMO. But there was nothing that looked particularly, I don't know, revolutionary about it. It seemed hard to be hyped unless you were hyped for those whole 9 years.
Yeah, no, does that mean they're still like the board is still going to release it, or are they just totally scrapping it? Because I'm looking for this announcement in the Discord and I don't see it. Um,
Well, so I don't have
I
the
mean,
answers to those questions, whether or not the game is gone forever, and maybe I can add an update in the description of the video. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. It sounds like you're kind of shocked that I broke this news to you, but that you were kind of, I don't know, no longer hyped on the game anyway by the time it was released.
yeah, I'm reading one of the comments. This is wonderful. Guys, I'm developing a new MMO called Ashes of Cremation. Kickstarters through PayPal or Venmo will be available soon. The first 1,000 people to sign up will get a golden turd as a mount. But yeah, there's some pissed off people.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be a discussion of a class action lawsuit for everybody who put 1 cent in there. Obviously, I think it's unlikely that'll go anywhere. But those fans are rightfully pissed off, and this is just kind of the way the game atmosphere is now. I mean, these projects are super expensive and they take a long time. The MMO concept is one that's just really risky and very low success rate. It's just very difficult to make one successfully, and it's an unfortunate that people's passion. It seemed like Steve actually did have a lot of passion, and I don't think he went into it wanting to scam anybody. I think all the intentions were good. The question is, though, towards the end of the project, did they realize they were screwed and they just kind of released it on Steam? Okay, let's recoup a few million and then walk away. I wonder. I don't want to necessarily put that out there and say that that's possible, but I'm just asking questions. I guess I don't know. I would like to think the best of people and hope that's not the case.
No, I would think that's exactly the case. I think that's been stuck in development hell, like I said, for years. Like if you watch the development updates and some of the other stuff, it's running on like 2019, 2022, or 20 graphics with a very old engine. It's kind of clunky. It had some potential to it, but I mean, not near to like what you would see like at least single player games. I mean, you compare like Claire Obscura, that was like gosh, by Sandfall, that or whatever development studio that did it, and like the single player footage and like graphics and quality, and you compare that to like, I mean, not to compare it to MMOs, but it's like compare that to Ashes that was supposed to like break the MMO genre. It just looks very outdated and clunky. I mean, the only MMO that really, well, two MMOs that really get those blessings still are Final Fantasy 14 and WoW. WoW is timeless, so I mean, it's always going to operate on those type of graphics. And then 14 is very dated, but it has enough of a following that they can keep it running the way they do. Like you said, it's very hard to do MMOs, but yeah, I wonder, like you said, if they were just like, oh, we're fucked, that we're not going to make money off this, let's just release it on Steam and try to recoup what we can. But it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm sure we'll hear more as time goes on, and now Ashes of Creation gets relegated to the bin of cautionary tales. It'd be fun to do a video on all those games that were super hyped and then became a story of what not to do. In any case,
I mean,
thank you. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I know you're getting ready to cut it out, but I mean, like, what would be, I wanted to, just before we close, what are the two that, let's say three, what are the three that pop in your head? Because I have like a distinct two. And it was, like I said, it was like now Ashes, and the other big one is Star Citizen. Do you have any other ones that come to mind?
Man, it's so hard for me to think off the top of my head what these games are, because I know there's a whole bunch of them. At first, I would have said No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was one of those games that was really hyped and whatever, and then didn't quite get there. It is the example of a cautionary tale to redemption story. So that's one that I want to say. No Man's Sky is amazing now. Star Citizen, I guess, would be one of them. Except I don't know if I don't think Star Citizen should be put in the same category as this. Gosh, I don't know. I would have to do some research. Let's do that, and let's come out with that video, the cautionary tale video game list, and discuss it. Because off the top of my head, I just can't come up with them.
Isn't Star Citizen still in beta after like 15 years? It is
Yeah, but it's a
like,
playable game. There's a game that people can play. I mean, but yes, it's ridiculous. And actually, there is some really, really cool technology that Star Citizen uses. It's just in development hell. But I think those fans, at least the fans who've paid tens of thousands of dollars, are satisfied to some degree. I don't know. It looks cool. Maybe we should make a video of you and I playing Star Citizen to see what we actually think about it, and we'll see.
yeah,
But before that, we want to come out with that video of Cautionary Tales, the video game. So anyway, Ashes of Creation obviously has some issues. We'll update the description of the video if need be to correct anything. In any case, thank you so much for listening. Mike, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear all of your comments about your thoughts on Star Citizen, but also, of course, on the subject of this video on what is it called? Ashes of Creation. Jesus, I've already forgot the name of the game. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day.